Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you. From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Washington Park out here in Casper, Wyoming. I am Shawn O'Brate, your WYO Today Media Sports Director, and we are here on a early Saturday morning with the Lander Lobos facing off against the Casper Crosshairs, all in an attempt to get back to another state championship game. That would be the Lobos' 5th in a row, and they are looking to become back-to-back champions. And they have a pretty good head on their shoulders after the last 2 days. 2 blowouts in a row. They won the game yesterday 24-4, and it was never super-duper close except for in that second inning. They're hoping to have a game very similar to that and similar to the game they had on the first day where they had 9 runs in the top of the first and just kept it going until they won on a mercy rule after the 4th. Like I said, I'm Shawn O'Brate here with your Hampton Inn & Suites by Hilton pregame show, and we are waiting on an umpire, which is why I think we're still waiting on that. Okay, cool. I'm going to get right into our keys to the game, and I already kind of mentioned it. It was the same keys to the game as yesterday, really. If Lander can start off hot, they have no trouble holding on to a lead. If they have to play from behind, it is a little different. We've seen it all year long. If they're behind even by 2 runs or a little bit more early, they kind of stick with the team and kind of play along with them and play down to their level. But right now, if they can get up early, they can get a pretty good lead on Casper, and Casper Crosshairs have had an up-and-down week. They won in a walk-off on the first day, 11-10, and they lost yesterday morning. So they've had kind of back and forth here. They're 1-1. Lander's 2-0. I believe the only other 2-0 team is the Casper Valor, correct? You guys are, yeah, 2-0. And so 2 2-0 teams, one of them sitting here today. And Casper Crosshairs, their keys to the game, they're going to have to get their pitching down pat. They cannot let this Lander team even see the strike zone. They will take advantage of it if they do. And Coach Paxton Reese making his teams run a little bit of laps here as they are trying to get set up and sweaty for this game. They were in the home run contest last night. We had Evan Stevenson, Coach Connor Carey, we had Nathan Childers, and we had Cade Rowan all participate in the home run derby last night. The only one that got really close was Caden. Other than that, I think the Casper Valor player that looks 35 won last night, but he is 16, according to his ID. We all double-checked. And we were making fun of him like the bench warmers. We were like, I am 12. That is exactly how he looks. So, but enough with the Valor. We're going to have a fun time here with the Crosshairs, and that's going to do it for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by the Lander Journal. If you want pictures and recaps of this entire weekend, be sure to check out the Lander Journal and the Fremont County Sports section. On Wednesday, we will have a full recap with a bunch of pictures and written by yours truly. And you can start or continue your subscription to the Lander Journal or the Ranger, as well as Wind River News at 421 East Main Street in Riverton, or you can call there at 307-856-2244. And real quickly, we're waiting on the lineups here. I'm going to let him write them down, but we're going to get into our Sutherland starting lineups here in a second. Before then, I just want to remind everyone, if you have been unaware or if you have been watching the last couple games, this weekend is all in honor of the late coach David Reese, passed away Sunday. Can't believe it's been almost a week since that's happened. I just talked to him about a week ago today, actually, talking about state tournament hopes and dreams, and suddenly the next day I got a phone call, and that is where we're at today. We have a bunch of stuff with his name and number on them, including these green wristbands as well as some stickers. So if you are coming around Casper today or tomorrow, be sure to donate. All funds go to help the Reese family. You can also donate downstairs for the Casper Valor. They have a prize raffle that has a whiskey variety basket, the VR MetaQuest 2. We have 9 bottles of wine in a basket as well as a Wyoming whiskey basket. Those are 1 ticket for $5, 5 tickets for $20, and of course we have a 50-50. And once we get these lineups here, I'm gonna help you out here. But we're gonna go right to a word from our sponsor while we grab these.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
For decades, Sage West.
Sorry about that, Sage West. We will get back into that. First, we're going to do the Sutherland starting lineup, but we're going to do it after we get Sam Bush up to bat, and that's going to do it for our Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. Big thanks to Hampton Inn & Suites. Remember, if you're staying in Riverton, Fremont County, anywhere in Wyoming or anywhere in the country, be sure to check out the Hampton Inn & Suites availability, the best sleep you'll ever get. And Bush takes a swing on the first pitch, and it's high, and it's towards center field, and it's going to be dropped by the shortstop. An error to start the day for the Casper Crosshairs. And that is one way to start a game, I'll tell you that much. We're going to fix this scoreboard up here. We were working on our camera before we got into here. Oh, didn't want to do that. So now it is Caden Rowan. He was part of the home run contest last night. We had a fun time here. We were playing out in the outfield, at least I was, with the Valor team, as that ball gets pushed out into the front. I didn't see how that worked, but either way, Sam Bush is going to be on second now. Now Caden looking at a time here. Why do we have time? I think we're waiting on Coach Carey to get the gloves over to the dugout, maybe. Even then, that shouldn't take some time. Either way, Bush is going to take a leadoff, and Caden has to duck away from that one. Trying to fix the scoreboard here. There we go. It is the Lobos versus the Crosshairs. It's not the Valor. Both Casper teams can consider this a home game. And Caden gets a little tip there. It's going to be a strike. We don't have the scoreboard operator running anything right now, so we're just going to have to go based off of Game Changer. Caden Rowan swings on that one. That's a good-looking shot out towards left field. And that one is not dropped, so that one is going to lead to Bush tagging and heading to third. A sac fly by Caden Rowan gets Bush to third base. And just like that, Hunter Schnepper has the first out of the game for the Crosshairs on the mound. And once this batting order is over, we'll head into our Sutherland starting lineup. We don't want to forget Sutherland's. They are the home improvement store of Fremont County. So we'll get into that here in a minute. But first, Connor Higginbotham is up to bat. He's going to be playing first base today, where he sits for most of the year, and he got hit on the very first pitch. That didn't look intentional, but at least it wasn't. It didn't look like it was a very high velocity pitch there. I'm going to get sunburned if I sit here too long. Evan Stevenson now up to bat. He was also in the home run contest. He got a little close last night. Caden Rowan got closer. And Connor just decides to take second. No trouble there. No throw to second either. Stevenson now with runners in scoring position, only one out on the board. He's going to bunt it, and Bush is going to get home easily, and the throw to first gets Evan out. Higgie's going to take it home, and he never got the tag. He only put his foot on the base, and that means it's 2-0 to start this game, and that is why our keys to the game are so important. They have to get off to an early start, and they are right now. And now up to bat is Josh Binns. Benzie is in right field today. Benzie had a good game yesterday, got taken out late to allow some younger players to get some swings in. He watches that one go low and inside for ball one. Benzie now looking at a 1-0 pitch. Make that a 2-0 pitch as that one also drops low and inside. You got no one working the scoreboard, you know that? I just didn't know if you, I didn't know if that was up here or downstairs.
Right downstairs have been doing that.
Okay. I missed that pitch right there. It's 3-0 though, as it's out, I think it was outside. Schnepper just throws that right into the dirt for ball four. Schnepper's not having the best start right now. When we played him earlier this year, he actually did have a pretty good game. We'll go back and get some stats here from those games. Last time these two played each other was Saturday, June 17th. Lobos won 18-1 in the third inning. They put up 11 in that second inning. And in that game, Michael Swan had 4 strikeouts for Casper, but it just wasn't enough to do anything. And Hunter Velarde right off the bat goes right back up to Schnepper. Schnepper gets the out at first easily, and that will do it for the inning, as that is the third out, and that will allow us some time here to get into our Sutherland starting lineup. Brought to you, of course, by Sutherland's, Fremont County's home improvement store. For everything that you need, whether it's the hammer, the nails, the wood, or anything in between, be sure to visit Sutherland's on North Federal in Riverton. Well, you already saw Lander's starting lineup. We're just going to go down the line here. At catcher, Sam Bush. Out in center field, Caden Rowan. First baseman, Connor Higginbotham. Shortstop today, Evan Stevenson. Right field, Josh Binns. Left field, Hunter Velarde. Sitting there at third is going to be Will Bush. At second, Teddy Rivera. And then the extra hitter is going to be Juan Herrera, who was one of our Gatorade players of the game this week. And then pitching today, we're going to see how Darius Boyer is. His foot is going to be taped up on the right ankle. He twisted it in practice, I think on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember which one, but he has been kind of walking around a little gingerly this week. He's going to have to worry about that during the day. He does not have to step out on that hurt foot. It is going to be his plant foot, so it's going to be a little bit easier for him. And then sitting in for the starting lineup for Casper, we're going to see here. It's going to be Michael Swan to start off the day. He's out in center field. Kendrick Young, the catcher, going to be batting second. Roman Leduc at first base, batting third. Andrew Sisko is going to be sitting there at shortstop. He's batting fourth. Hunter Schnepper, we already mentioned, he's pitching, batting fifth. Carson Minares, the extra hitter, he's batting sixth. Cooper Levin is going to be at third. He's batting seventh. Carter I forget his last name. Faisal is going to be at second base. Braden Peterzak is going to be in left field. And Jameson Minari is going to be in right field. He's batting last. We don't have time to go to a commercial, but we do want to thank Sutherland's. And again, if you need anything, whether it's the wood, the nails, the hammer, or anything in between, head to Sutherland's on North Federal in Riverton. So it is not the 0 inning. I don't know how that's even possible to put up there. It's the first inning. It's the bottom of the first now. And, yep, up to bat is the hometown Casper Crosshairs, and it's Michael Swan to start off the day. And someone has gotten a hold of the scoreboard, so it is the correct score up there. It's 2-0. Crosshairs, they also don't play very well from behind. We've seen it personally against the Lobos, but also during the Mother's Day tournament and the rest of the season. We've just seen them have to play from behind before. It's not as easy as it looks sometimes with baseball. Boyer is obviously walking gingerly. He gets a first swing pitch, and the out at first off a great throw from Evan Stevenson. And Boyer is not going to be taking a full step, it looks like, today. But if he can get an easy ground out like that, I don't think the coaches are going to be that upset about it. Right now it's going to be Kendrick Young, the catcher, and he's walking up to some Johnny Cash. Boyer with the short step, and it's inside, and it's ball one. We've been hearing about it all week about how Boyer has been in kind of protocol, so to say, with his foot. They've been taping it up every day at practice and watching it very closely. And today is when we get to see how much work has been done on the mound. So it's going to be a 2-0 pitch now for Darius Boyer. Right there, a good strike, though, as it's strike one, and that would be Boyer's first. And Coach Carey calling out the pitch demands. And that one dropped, but it didn't drop enough, a little high. It's a 3-1 pitch incoming for Minari here. I'm sorry, Kendrick Young. The short step, and he gets a swing on a hitter's pitch there. He decides to try and swing, and now we've gotten ourselves up to a full count here just in the second batter. Boyer, that looked good. It is going to be good for strike three. Caught the outside corner. We're going to get a dap up here from Connor, who had a pretty good day pitching as well. And Roman Leduc likes to go by Tarzan. Your kid should go by Tarzan, the bearded one. He looked like him yesterday. And then actually, ironically, we went to a Mexican restaurant and they had Tarzan playing on the TV. So even better, we have a couple different Tarzans here, but right now it is one of them up to bat. As Roman Leduc watches that one go low for a strike. Caught that outside corner just where the last strike was. Boyer would love nothing more than to go 1-2-3 to start off this game. Keep that pressure off his ankle, and he gets swung on there. That's high and out to right field. It could drop between all three. Oh, and it does drop as Connor Higginbotham tries to put the cup out, and it doesn't fall in between. There was three players. None of them had the wherewithal to get all the way into where they needed to get. Pretty Girl Cisco. I like the nicknames here. I like the song, the walk-up song. And Andrew Cisco today is playing shortstop, and that one's going to be a ball, and they're going to let Leduc run to second. I'm going to get sunburnt sitting here. Boyer tosses that one and gets swung on, and Leduc's going to head to third as that ball goes behind the plate. And I think they've already talked about it with Connor. If anything happens at home plate like that, they're going to have Connor run to home rather than Darius. We don't want to re-injure that ankle. But right now it's Cisco up with a 1-1 pitch. Boyer winds up, and he gets swung on there right to third base, and it goes under Bush's glove, and it goes out to left field, and Hunter Velarde can't capture it at first either. So that looked like it could have been a double, but he's going to stay there, and Cisco has a single and an RBI to start off this game.
For the Crosshairs, number 33, Hunter Schnepper.
Schnepper, the pitcher, is up to bat with a runner on first and 2 outs on the board. We do have a pitcher versus pitcher battle here as Schnepper gets set up right in the middle of the box. That one looked good, but it was a little high. Ball 1. So not a very big leadoff on first. And that one, now he's going to try and throw it to second, and very rare that Sam Bush does not get the accurate throw to second. That one was a little bit right of second base from here. Still a good catch there by the shortstop, Evan Stevenson. Stevenson can do it all. He really accelerates as a catcher and a pitcher, and right there, I guess that was a little inside for ball 3. Stevenson's going to be going to Ottawa University this year in Kansas, where I'm home from, and that one's going to be low and away for strike 1, and that is going to have to be the sweet spot with this umpire down there. That seems to be right where Darius Boyer's caught most of his strikes, is in that outside bottom corner. That one gets swung on for foul and strike 2, and it hit the dugout hard. I think everyone in a Lobos jersey thought that was coming at them. So now Schnepper with a full count, 2 outs on the board and a runner on second. His team down by 1, tying run on that second base, and him with the game-leading run at the bat. Boyer checks second, looks back at home, winds up and fires, and it was strike 3, and Schnepper watched it happen. And that'll do it for the first inning. We'll be right back with the top of the second. Lander up 1.
To improving the health of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, and in advanced medical technologies, so access to better care is closer to home.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game, sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com and depend on the